Welcome, one and all, to Final Fantasy II, the sequel to the original Final Fantasy. Once again, this is Pixel Remaster, just before anyone jumps down my throat or anything, and I might have lowered the volume overall down a little too low. I'll put it up to 80. Point being is I'm just trying to make sure that the music isn't too loud, and as you can see, that's the guide count. Now, last time I utilised my phone to look at the guide, I look at a walkthrough that at least would tell me the information I wanted to know. I figured this time round, what I'll do is I'll actually have it, ta-da, appear on screen. I'm using the PSN Profiles one, so, you know. So basically, every time I look at this, we're going to update this counter. And that will show whether or not Square Enix did a good job or not at making it so you didn't actually need a guide necessarily. If you just ran around aimlessly long enough, you could find everything. I'm not saying that they've made it. I'm not going to say that they ever do a good job with these early games, because they were very known for being guide heavy. But welcome to the first bit. Upon pressing new game, and I'm just going to instead of classes, we'll go into how Final Fantasy II does the whole leveling system later. All we get to do is name our characters, though by default it's Firion, Maria, oh sorry, not Maria, Maria, fucking Shadow the Hedgehog just jumping through the screen, Guy, he speak Beaver, I ruined a line later on, damn it, that's my bad, and Leon. We can either keep the names the same or fuck around with them. For the purposes of this, because I have no understanding of how to name things properly, go see any of my Pokemon Nuzlockes where I struggle to come up with a name initially, or just go fuck it, I'll do a Trails reference. We'll just leave them like this. It's easier that way. A long-lived peace. Ah, lovely kids frolicking through a village. Peacefulness is at an end. Oh no! I'm evil! Ah, the evil man's done an evil thing! No! The Emperor Palamecia has called forth monsters, and has begun his campaign for world conquest. That's actually not that long. Your Highness, he's attacking! Oh no! A rebel army arose in the kingdom of Finn to thwart the Emperor's plans. And that one was a coward, but the rebels' castle fell to an all-out assault by the Empire. Left with little choice, the rebels withdrew to the remote town of Voltaire. Four youths from Finn also found themselves fleeing from Imperial forces. They had lost their parents at the hands of the Empire, but their escape wasn't over. Welcome to the first battle of the game. Referenced by my genius thumbnail, it was either this or grab a bunch of renders of the magic card Nightmare, a majestic horse that does stuff, depending on how many swords you've got. Which is a lovely card. I quite like it. Anyway, so there's only one difference that you can automatically see, but for the moment, yeah, let's just say we're not winning this one. We are dead. Well, that was a quick game. I'll see you all next time. And oh look, a guy kind of sit. Never mind. Some undetermined time later, will he live? He will. I sense a strong life force within him. He should regain consciousness soon. We found them like this on the escape from Finn, fallen from terrible wounds. By the time we brought them here, I feared it was already too late. His life is not in danger. This signal will strengthen his life force. We should let him rest now. Oh, thank goodness this is not a modern day game, otherwise I'd start thinking, oh boy, yeah, let's go with references to things that we shouldn't reference. Of course. We'd best be off to the meeting. I imagine they're already waiting for us. The Empire is allowed to complete the dreadnought they're building in Basque. Or Basque. Ugh. Their attack will begin in earnest. We cannot sit idly by and watch. We must act. So off go the important people. As I sort my chair up a little bit. A little bit because anyways, where am I? Leon! Maria! Guy! Where are you? Everyone I know is lost to buy. This is fine. Vivian, you're alive! I thought you... I'm fine, Maria. You seem alright too, Guy. But wait, where's Leon? Princess of Finn, save us. But Leon not here. I see. Don't worry, I'm sure he's okay. Already a lot more worthier than the previous game, if you're wondering. So, you've regained your strength. Very good. Your life force is strong indeed. It was you who saved us, wasn't it? Thank you. Forgive me, Your Highness, but there's something I must ask of you. Please, let us join the rebel army. I could never allow such a thing. Smart idea, we just got murdered by the Empire, so rather not go for round 2 right immediately. You know nothing of battle. You'd only be throwing your lives away. We should return to your homes. But we have no homes. Not anymore. The Imperials attacked, and our parents... Our parents... I am truly sorry, but that changes nothing. I cannot permit you to join our army. If you've nowhere else to go, you're welcome to stay here in Altair. If you know our password, you should be able to live for here well enough. The password is Wild Rose. Remember it well. At various points throughout the game, we'll have to learn passwords, like Wild Rose here. We go where the Wild Rose thus follows, or whatever bullshit we'd have to say if we would play it, say, at 14 and we were talking to a certain Ellison. Anyway, we now learnt it. We can now ask it. The Wild Rose is the insignia of the Kingdom of Finn. It represents our hope for a flourishing future of strength and beauty. But what will become of Finn now? Thought that the Empire's captives suffered there in confinement even as we speak. Oh. Maria, your brother Leon is missing, is he not? It's possible that he's being held in Finn as well. But Finn is far too dangerous to travel to now. The Empire's beasts still stalk the streets. Oh. Gaining entrance to the city will not be easy. The man at my right is Minru, the white wizard who tended your wounds. Speak with him before you leave. He may be of some assistance. And now we finally get the actual controls of the game, which is pretty much the same as the previous one. I see your destiny clearly. The future as a whole seems closely entwined with my own. You will begin by journeying to Finn. That's the first step toward realizing your fate. There's nothing new to learn from Minru, but we can ask about the Wild Rose. Yeah. You've wasted no time using the password. Heed well the information it will bring you. You can learn much of value by listening. I offer you one more bit of advice before you depart for Finn. Those who have fallen in battle can be revived at a sanctuary. Should one of you fall before you reach Finn, go without hesitation to the nearest sanctuary. Sensible decision making. Everyone talk to these guys here. The Port of Paloom lies not far east of here. But a lake separates us, so you won't be able to reach the town without a canoe. Damn it! It's always a canoe that we need. Heading to Finn, are we? It's not my place to tell you what to do, but I reconsider it if I were you. It's a dangerous place to be, you see. The sea is crawling with the Empire's monsters. To the north lies a small village called Gatria. Judging by the look of you, you'd be lucky to make it that far. Oh, hang on. This deep had to... stuff there, okay. All the advice they can spare. Well, anyways. Heading down here, our first chest is immediately to our left. It contains a potion. Oh, and somewhere around here is meant to be another chest, supposedly. I don't know where it is exactly, but I swear there was another one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of 3. This is the thing. 3 I'm probably I should be not thinking about 3 at the moment. 3's a good game, but still. There's a more different styled person here called Paul. I'm Paul, greatest thief in all the world. They've yet to invent the loot I can't burgle or steal. The Imperial coffers have kept my purse fat with gil lately. We can ask him about Wild Rose. Nah, I never stole from the rebels. You can be sure of that. My home was in Finn too. Can't even go home now the Empire has occupied the city. Ah, so he's good at stealing, but he's not good at infiltrating and just going into his own house. Oh well. And up here was Gordon, the guy that fled in the opening cutscenes. My name is Gordon. I was once the Prince of Kashkun. Now I'm nothing but a coward. Indeed you are. When my brother Scott fell in battle, I abandoned my kingdom and fled here. I'm going to ask why I rose to him too. Ah, so you've asked to take up arms in the struggle. I'm so afraid Hilda will turn me away that I haven't even asked her. I've been stalling here. I'm just a spineless coward. Go ahead, laugh. I deserve it. Alright. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ah, ha, ah, you coward. Ah, ha, ha, ah. Sorry for your loss. Anyway. So while there are a bunch of stores here, we have this slight thing called only 400 gil. So first things first probably is to just double check, see if we can afford, well actually check for the first time actually more so, but if memory serves me correctly, cure is about 100, 150, so we should probably double check on that one. It is 100, and these ones are 150 a piece. Lovely stuff. Right, okay, grabbing a cure tome and sticking it on one of our party members. You know what? I'll put it on myself. So anyways, now that we've gotten ourselves cure, one thing we do need to talk about is, by God, an actual MP stat and not just, hey guys, D&D logic, yeah! That the first game does. Finally! Finally, I can use some of these spells and not think, oh god, what if I need the mana for the MP for another thing? And you know what the funny thing is I actually prefer that sort of system in Kingdom Hearts 1 than I do with the more standard MP in all the other Kingdom Hearts games. I know, I'm weird, but anyway. Anyways, before we do any fighting, once again, I'm just going to boost the money, because that way we're not going to worry. But you may see here that there's a weapon, magic, and attribute, and compensatory HP quality of life from the original game, where you didn't get that on a fixed number of wins in battle. But so thankfully that's on by default. But as you can see, these are all skill progression stuff and attributes. So we can turn these on to 2 times for the time being. If I need to grind horrendously, then you know. But yes, that actually gives us a moment to go to the status screen. Each weapon can be wielded by all 3 of them, with Virion having a much more balance, pardon me, of stats of 10 in all of the important stats that matter, as well as a skill level of 1 in each weapon type, including shields. Shield is its own skill level. It is what it is. Maria has more intellect and agility at the cost of some stamina and strength, so the game's already pushing you in the direction of, hey, this person ideally is a mage. Whether more in the black tomes or the white tomes, doesn't matter, just ideally the magic approach. While Guy has more stamina and strength, but at the cost of agility. For whatever reason, he actually has 10 in intellect and spirit, which means that if him and Virion are both using spells, they can actually hit about for a similar amount of damage, assuming you've started using spells at the same time, and depending on what stat ups you get throughout the game. So yes, we need to get into a battle now. Before we go too far, some goblins, perfect. We'll just have each of them attack the different ones. Oh, damage, no. Huh. So as you can see, Maria might want to have a spell. But doing this and early levels will always go faster, but we got our guild, and then this is how we level up. We level up our skill. So we've just leveled up Sword and Shield for Virion, bow for Maria, and Axe for Guy. This does increase potentially some of the stats. For example, we just got some additional evasion on all 3 of them. No other stats, just that stuff. And we get guild, which is what we wanted, because I want to buy the tomes. Because while I haven't put Cure on Maria, I'm certainly now am going to want to do so in terms of the fact that she definitely does more damage through spells. I'll buy 1 of each for now. We'll give... I think I'll give Fire to Guy, Thunder to Virion, and Blizzard to Maria. And now we have magic. At the cost of all our money. we can go into the weapon shop here and take a look and see that there are knives, staffs and javelins. We don't actually have any at the moment, but we need money for, and we actually do have 2 broadswords. And this is another thing that I have neglected to mention, is that in the equipment screen, let's say we want to give Guy a second weapon. We can! Hurrah! We can also just give him a shield. Increases defense a little bit, but a broadsword and an axe means more damage. Just straight up more, which is great news. Sadly with Maria, if you thought about giving her the bucklet, you can't. You need a weapon that would actually facilitate it. And why, yes, you can actually do this. Don't worry, fellas. I'm here to do the defense. I'll just have 2 shields. It is a strategy you can utilize. It actually does somehow increase our evasion as well. I don't know why that's the logic involved, but it is. And that's just how it is. Magic works similarly to weapons. The more times we use it, the more we get. So for example, using Cure here, boom. That's leveled up our Cure. While it did cost 1 MP, leveling up does actually mean that it will cost more MP over time, but if you're using magic enough, you'll get more MP naturally. So anyway, now let's start heading up, shall we? Oh crap, ambushed, really? And 1 fled, the coward. But yes, now that we have magic on our hands, we can do this. It's all dependent on, of course, who actually gets the turns. But, yeah. And that gave us more from Maria's MP and magic, and Guy gained some strength and health in the process. Yeah, lovely stuff. But anyway, yes, first things first is for us to go up this way. Until we get the canoe, I'm actually not going to be able to do a thing that I cannot do. So, actually, we'll save my MP for the moment, because... Oh, well, Finian's MP. I don't know why I said mine, because my name's not Finian. If we were going to keep it similar enough, I could have called him Furion, but then that just sounds like a furry parody version of Eevee, and I regret the words I say. But regardless, on the road we go. Was it that one time? Dual wielding's lovely because we get to attack twice. That's really good. Like, that's actually a really good thing. Ah, poisoning. Certainly we don't have access to a Shuna or Baisuna yet. Yes, they are separate things in this game. I don't know why Square chose to do that. Thankfully, poison doesn't stay permanently on us. Oh yeah, we got the health, which means, since we're here... Welcome to this village. You may have seen this village, the sign used for when they showed the cutscene stuff. But from here, we can go into the various stores and buy basically the same stuff. Yeah, javelin, broadswords. Oh no, javelins. We can still buy javelins, so we can buy a javelin. That's a neat thing. We'll buy a javelin. No, we won't buy much else. And in here we can also get a leather cap, leather armor, and leather gloves. Ah, the game's gonna optimize by saying no. So we can go for a javelin over a broadsword, basically. It's an option. Yeah, being able to dual wield's lovely though, so that means I don't have anything to give to outside of that. Leather cap, upside stuff. Magic interference is supposedly a thing. We'll just do that for defensive place, because we haven't got much that we can do at the moment. The Imperial forces have occupied Castle Finn. The gates are drawn and no one can enter. And with Imperial troops and monsters roaming the streets, City isn't any better off. So it's not like we can just waltz on into the city. But yeah, Gatria here is just a nice small little village. Now the actual place we're trying to get to is, of course, around the lake. Our spear has leveled up. A little bit of strength. Lovely stuff. And Blizzard is now level 2, meaning it's going to cost 2 MP now instead of 1. I have to be a bit more fortunate then. We are getting ambushed a bit, aren't we? Not much we can do on that front. But it certainly is something to have a leveling system that is not just flat experience, but rather just, hey, you use this thing a whole bunch? Well, naturally it makes sense that you'd be stronger in that sense. It's like with, say, the Elder Scrolls games, where it's like, oh, you happen to use two-handed weapons a whole bunch? Well, your two-handed skills are definitely going to be better than, say, your one-handed skills. You know, that sort of logic. Are there any other RPGs that use this sort of leveling system? Because it's not that I don't mind it. But obviously, since Square chose against doing it ever again, we can assume that they have some kind of plan on that one. Anyway, making our way into the town of Fynn, not the castle itself, just as we heard, the city is crawling with Imperial soldiers. We have to be careful, make sure not to get too close. That is a warning, aka don't talk to these fucking guys, you're going to get yourself attacked. Looking around and leg eaters spawn and attack us, but regardless. Easy time. Leveling up stuff is nothing. Hopefully we get stuff other than just evasion, because otherwise we can hop into the magic store, but there's no person here to talk to buy magic from. Darn. Oh god, I got ambushed by hornets, of course I did. Oh, pardon me. Hey! I'm gonna turn the counters off for a moment while I wound aimlessly. So there's a building here we can get into. There's nothing much to it. Like, quite literally nothing much to it. There is a bed though. Good night, fuckers. Behold, how I sleep in bed. That's right, fully clothed. Why am I never nude? Anyway. But anyways, regardless of how I destroyed my own ribs in the middle of the night, similarly, I'm assuming with the armor and weapon shops, the same case. Yeah, it's the same case. So basically, yeah, there's not much we can do here. However, there is a way up out this way to get around the wall. And there's a pub. We can head in here. These are all armoured fellas, but hey look, a non-armoured fella. Whoa, where do you think you're going? Customers aren't allowed behind the counter. These Imperials are as ill-bred as they come. Old woes. Aha, you're with the rebels. I don't keep that one down there, fella. You'll find a secret door in this wall. There's a wounded soldier back there. Go see if you can help him. What am I going to do? I've had it with this place. You guys can take it from here. Don't let us down. And he flees. Fair enough. But yes, hidden passages do exist. In this case, a hidden passage that leads us to a room. With chests, hooray, a potion. And another potion. And a third potion. Are you gonna turn me over to the Empire? At least have the decency to kill me first. I don't want them to take me alive. Wild woes. So, rebel soldiers are you? My name is Scott. I am a Prince of Kashun. Prince Scott, we were told you fell in battle. Thank goodness you're still alive. I am, but not for much longer. I am afraid I must ask a favour of you. There's something you must tell my brother Gordon. Tell him I know he has great strength. He must learn to have more faith in himself. I also have a message for the king. Tell him the reason Finn fell so quickly is that Count Borgen betrayed us. He's been made a general in the Imperial Army. There was one more thing. Tell Hilda. Tell Hilda that I love her. No. Don't deliver that last message. The confessions of a dying man. It would only bring her pain. My brother Leon. Have you heard of him? I'm sorry, but I have not. I wish I could be of more help. Here, I want you to take my ring. I'm sure it will be of use. Maybe it's all this talking, but I've grown extremely tired. If you'll excuse me, I just need to rest. Just for a little while. No! He was my favourite character I knew for all of 5 seconds. Probably get Scott's ring. And with that, we're done here with Finn. We'll have to head on back to Altair. So anyways, it's time to make the journey back. Obviously, the more you level up your spells, the more stronger they'll be. Which is a good thing, really. I should probably cure me. Man, the game is just doing really good at hitting. The fans, let me know where to take the shot. Ah, I died. Okay, I can't cure Guy then. Darn. But yay! Time for a long-winded way back to have a canoe now. We murder the hornets, and we murder the hornets, and we kill them all because they're being all hornety. I gotta say, how often I've ended up, basically, whenever I'm in pain, like with my back, I end up going back, pain, which is me just referencing Red Dwarf Season 2 opening with the Android stuff, where it's androids, androids, there's more words to it, obviously. Alright, with all our injuries we've gotten, let us heal up. Right. Are you still the same? I have a wing. That wing! It's my brother's! He really said all those things. About me? Yes. If you only need to learn. Okay. Well, we showed off the wing to Gordon. Let us go and talk to the princess, seeing as we've made it back safely. Remember it well. That ring belonged to Scott. Is he alive? He gave us the ring in Finn, just before he lost the last of his strength. Did he say anything? No. Nothing. We lie as naturally as we breathe. Your Highness, please. The ring belongs with you. No, keep it. It suits a personage of courage. Fair enough. You've infiltrated Finn and returned to tell the tale. You've proven yourselves quite capable. It would seem I underestimated your strength. I would have you lend that strength for our cause. There is a magical metal known as Mithril, and we need strong warriors if we are to obtain it. It's time for us to learn Mithril, and we can ask where is this Mithril we need? We lost Finn because we were ill-equipped. The Empire fought with weapons and armor made of Mithril. I have charged Joseph, a man living in Salomon, with the task of finding a source in Mithril. I do not know the cause, but we've been out of contact with him for some time now. Would you go with Minwu to Salamand to look into this? Fair enough. So now we talk to Minwu. And we do get the achievement Password World Woes, as we've commenced against the Palmasian Empire we have. I heard her highness' words, and have waited here for you since. To which, Salamand, we must fast pass through the port town of Paloom. Take my canoe. Let us be on our way. We're using a canoe to get to Paloom. Fun times. Oh, so Minwu is the first person to join us in the 4th party slot. I may have made mention of this on some other stream, but Final Fantasy II loves to do a good old rotating cast of people for the 4th party slot. To begin with, we get access to Minwu. He starts off with more health and MP as us, and if we look at the status of him, he has quite a lot of spirit with some decency and magic, agility and stamina and whatnot, with intellect being quite nice as well, and strength obviously being the weakest stat. A skill level of 1 in all weapons, that's not so good, but you may be not too worried, as he has basically every single white spell you could want to have, including Bashuna and Ishuna. Ishuna cures any status elements that don't wear off. Bashuna is for the stuff that does wear off. Life is to revive KO allies, and the more it's leveled, the better. Barrier, Blink, Protect, Shell, Wall, Dispel, Silence, Sap, Fog, Swap, Fear, and to Teleport. It allows us to teleport out of dungeons, however it will put the user down to 1 health. Meaning there's actually a little bit of a cheeky thing we can do. So, let's get out of here. So we're in Altair currently, yet we can teleport. For whatever reason, it allows us, although it says it's for teleporting out parties out of dungeons, we can do this. Oh. And then we can do that. That's right. It's a nice little thing you can do. It not only if you use it with someone who has teleport. I'm just going to use the int to make sure that everyone's more properly healed. But it does allow you to level up Cure on a person. Might be something you might do later in the game when you've got access to a way of giving teleport to a party member that isn't a temporary one. And, for formation purposes, maybe we should be in the back. Right, with that in mind, I actually am in the business of giving Maria the best of the times. Actually, you know what? We can do these. Then we'll have at least the 3 basic elements on all 3 of our permanent party members. I just need to check. I just accidentally double fire myself. No, okay. So Blizzard on me, Blizzard on Guy, Thunder on Guy. Yeah, I only bought one. Wait, I only bought 1 Thunder. There we go. Now everyone can have a whole heap of magic. And you can, in this menu, sort by learned or a custom manner. So you can swap it around, so you can have it be in a specific way. This is more useful for, say, if you've got specific support spells you want up top, so you can select them quicker, or if there's a specific spell you just love casting. Anyways, now with that done, we can use more spells. Hurrah! I finally got staff leveled up in Minwu, but yeah, well. So yes, we can now canoe about, hurrah! Which actually means, I brought this up, but I want to show this off. We're turning encounters off, because if I did this without encounters, we'd be screwing ourselves over. But the world map, actually for the most part, is very accessible. Like, we can head all the way down here. If we were to have encounters on, we would get screwed over. The requirement to get over this body of water is literally just having a canoe. which allows you to actually, if you have the money, you can go into this place here. That's right, we can just waltz right onto Mysidia. This is a later game location, but it has got a magic place. If you have the money, you can go and buy various tomes here, like the Fire, Thunder, Blizzard and Cure tomes from earlier. This person happens to give Cure, Blink, Protect and Shell. We'll pick up tomes at a sensible time. This one has Life, Sap, Warp and Teleport, as you can see, a lot more costly. We haven't got the guild for it at the moment. This one gets Fear, Basuna, Ishuna and Silence. We actually kind of need these. I'll be honest, I'm probably going to want to have them anyway. So, yeah. Sadly though, I kind of want 2 of each, so that I've got it on 2 party members, so we'll have to wait. And then on the 5th person, Barrier, Wall, Swap. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And the one tome Minwu doesn't have, that is of the white magic. Holy. It costs rightfully a good amount of money, but if you happen to, you know, maybe turn the guild up to 4 times, do a bit of grinding on the in the early levels, you could get the money eventually and, well, you know, have access to Holy at this point in the game. Obviously, the game is not thinking that you would do this, but it is an option. You have the power to do that. It's such a weird thing, because I'm assuming in the original you couldn't turn off encounters, meaning if you tried to venture down here, the way to stop progress would be just higher level characters. But, you know, this is definitely something. The fact that we're able to have done that, we can go there already. Okay, right, with that said and done, now that we're back in the earlier area, we can put things back on, and yeah. Right, maybe I'll do this so that it basically means that for fighting, we'll just do Magic Maria, and the other 2 fight normally, and Minwu just gets to defend. Anyway, the way that the game wants us to go, because this actually did stop us from getting this way earlier, is this lake that leads to and oh, an airship. It's flying off. We'll go to where an airship is usually docked later. But anyway, welcome to Paloom. You can use this person to get to Poft with just a bit of gil. Other than that, there's a bunch of pirates around, so, you know, piratry. Oh. And a non-pirate. Paloom's a town of freedom. Want to start down here with me, handsome? Oh boy, okay, well, let's get out of here before we end up having to do stuff with the crazy. But this gives us access to the Blink, Protect, and Shell shenanigans. I actually am going to grab 1 of each, and I'm going to put 1 of each onto them. So, we'll put Blink on Therian, Protect on Maria, and Shell on Guy. Now we can head into battle, so I'll use the... And we can spend a turn. Basically every fight we can spend a turn, and we can press RT to go for the entire party instead of just a single ally. And we can give them magic defense, evasion, and physical defense. Leveling them up means that they'll be more effective at their job. Although I'm first using Blink, I prefer the Invisma effect more than the flashing of the alternative version. They're still getting poisoned, but there's not much I can do with that. So yeah, we can do that basically. That's how it is, I guess, at the end of the day when it comes to the fighting. Ooh, right, anyway, let's use the inn here, and then we'll be on our merry way to the next location that we can get to. Oh yeah, we can head this way to get out of town. Anyways, so we can take a boat to the next town, or we could spend some time and utilize the fact that we've got ourselves access to various amounts of magic we can use. Basically, the way that this combat system works means that you can theoretically spend your time specifically leaving one enemy alive and like using your enemy support skills a whole bunch to just get the XP going. You can. It's the key. Anyways, on the road. Really, this might be using up my MP, but it's also leveling it up. I'm not sure if it's more effective to do it one at a time or anything, but... it is what it is, though, at the end of the day. I've accidentally left the battle on. Oops. This doesn't suddenly mean the best. That what I've done is strengthening anything. We can also set to all enemies when it comes to casting magic, so we'll see who gets to fire their spell off first. And yeah, feeling good, but it does less damage. As it is splitting it between people. So that's a little bit of a fun fact there. Ah, finally we leveled those up. And it gives stats to 2 of the 3, okay. Right, now that there's only one alive, let's just do this. So yeah, let's do it one at a time, so specifically go down in the list. Oh, even just that, it's just like, eh. Ooh, I got a lot of stuff. Hooray! It does mean that this game definitely, to me, feels like a Red Mage fan's dream. Oh god, ambushed. The ability to use pretty much every white and black spell imaginable without any things, and you can still go for melee attacks? Holy! I think as you level up the spells, like the attacking spells, they do actually change in terms of what the animation is, which is actually really neat. So while it does start as like a basic, oh, a bit of ice, a bit of fire, a bit of electricity, it becomes much more later, which is quite nice. I will admit. Anyways, our journey to Salamand is not done yet, as this is not Salamand. But we will head this way anyway. So, MP values. But it is important to head here anyway, because it's good to know that this place here is Poft. Welcome to Poft. I'm going to go into the weapons just to see what we can get our hands on. Ooh, a mace. A mace and a dagger. We can actually, no, yeah, let's grab a mace, let's grab a dagger. Why not? And in this magic store we can get the same as before, so yeah. Anyway, the important part to this is the inn, the pub, whatever you want to call it. As welcome to this game, Sid. We can get the keyword airship from him. Or the password, rather. I won't even ask him about it. You want on the airship? You pay the guy behind me. Yeah, fair enough. And we can talk to this guy. He can get us onto Sid's stuff. We can ask to go to a number of places. We can go to Bask, Salmond, Kashin, Smith Falls, Katria, Finn, and Altair. Altair costs the most. Grumble. This is to punish you for thinking, oh, what's this? You're not wanting to go and do encounters while making your way back to your base? Coward. And also, the Salmon is really pointless. So Salmon's just up this way. Ooh, that's a lot of enemies. Oh yeah, I didn't go to the inn. Fuck. Minwoo's job is to basically just be here to make sure that we can keep up high. Since he has like a higher level of cure anyway, so you know. Anyways, heading up this way, and oh hey look, it's Salomon. We've made it to Salamand. Immediately to the inn we go. With that now done, let us head over to the magic place. Here we can get life, sap, warp, and teleport. Having life is not a bad idea. Now that we have a life we can't use it on anyone right now, but we can purposely get people killed. Why would I do this, you might ask? Well, to level up, obviously. Oh no, it's 3 vampire forms. Anyways, we'll take 2 of them out and then die. See if I can murder you. Not effective. Can I murder Guy? Failing that, can he murder himself? Anyways, since it'll take a while to get me down in health, they don't get any stats while they're dead by the looks of things, but we can now do this. Nice bit of XP, but also, oh, they're low on health. Haha! That'll skew a bit. Okay, right. So the silliness of that aside, we're in Salamand. The Empire's enslaved the men of Salamand and forced them to work in the cave at Smith Falls. Please, you have to help them. Ah, so that's where they'll be. Smith Falls is beyond the mountain range to the south of Salamand. Ah, good to know where that is. Pardon me, that's where the Empire's been mining its mithril. There's a person here. I love Joseph, but I know that if I'm right, I would just get in his way. Oh, then does that mean he's in here? Why, yes it does. Here's Joseph. You have business with me? Hard woes. You're here for Princess Hilda. Little short in the tooth, aren't you? Your kids can't fool me. Mithril. Riffle, I haven't found any yet. I do have a few leads, but I don't plan on sharing what I do know with a bunch of perfect strangers. I need you to do a little something to prove you are who you say you are. There's a bunch of people from the settlement who are being forced to work in the cave at Smith Falls. Rescue them, and we'll talk. We can also ask about airship, but what I can say is, there is a man who knows all about airships. Why should I tell you who he is? We know who he is. He's Sid. There's always a Sid. There has to be a Sid. It's one of the universe's constants. The world just wouldn't be correct without Sid. So yes, the mountain range to the south. Not to the north. We can't go up north yet. Ooh, yeah, look at this. A whole bunch of horns. Magic my way through. So yes, ideally I'm not meant to kill my allies and then use them as but you know, it's an option. Ooh, that's a different type of poison. So that's a level up there, and yeah, this is a type of poisoning that doesn't go away, which means it's Shuna. So yeah, this mountain range. Ah! I've been shot with an arrow! Thankfully it missed the knee, otherwise I'd be done. Yeah, Blizzard 3 and now the animation's away. Quite a simple thing to do. Get more stats, which is always nice. Positively. Really? I'll do that. One move. Damn it, I shouldn't have done much in that guy's we got the Apprentice Warrior achievement because we've done 100 monster killing. Anyways, the entrance to Smith Falls is here. On to a dungeon. These sprinters. Might have missed with one of the weapons, but still got to hit him. There's a crystal here. Doesn't do anything. And behold, this enemy is what you would end up. Well, no, it's a fairy of what you would end up finding in Finn. Which means we can fire it. So we should look on the map and go, aha, a chest. Hooray! We've been ambushed. I've seen the game saying ambush a number of times today. Gil, thank you very much. No traditional leveling. It's a shame. Oh, that's a fun to level up. Just over here. Gil, hooray! I don't want to use up all my MP at all times. Right. Battle. It's a simpler affair. Murdering some goblins. I did say I was thinking of like leaving doing Final Fantasy 2 till a later point, but then it's like, actually, you know what? No, I want to play it now. Alright, more ambushedness. Ooh. That could be quite a harmful thing. Maria's missing the knife and guns. Maybe a different weapon would be more sensible then. Ooh, pardon me. Let's go for the shield and sword approach on Fury and then get a javelin. Fuck you are. Good. 50 spender. We've earned 10,000 gil in total. We don't have 2,000 on us, but fair. Magic costs a good amount. There's just there, just there, just there. As you can see there with the soldiers, they're not guards, the soldiers, they take a lot less physical damage. So, so that's when magic is definitely going to be useful in that fun, so I need to pay attention to who I sub as my targets. Similar sort of damage, but not sure whether or not it's going to be as accurate or not. A high potion! Potion that says high! Maybe I'm high. Never know what they might have on them. potion. Hooray. Ugh, running a bit low on the MP side of things. Anyway, welcome to a thing that Final Fantasy II likes to do with its dungeons. A, getting us ambushed more. Man, those looks have traumatized me with self-destruct potential. Fuck me, well, more specifically that one time I should do this. But these doors tend to lead to just these like rooms that have nothing in them. So yeah, basically you just want to keep going until you find the right one. Or if you look up on a guide, you'll easily know which one you go through, or which ones even. I don't know if there's more to it than this now. 8 whole enemies! And I'm gonna fund the guard. Alright, with the guard taking the soldier, with the soldier taken care of, we should. Oh, I'm gonna have to heal. Minra can also help on the healing. A nice menu usage, really. So, like, honestly, if I was to tier list the Final Fantasy II party members you can get, Minra actually is A tier. Is like top tier, AS tier. As while he isn't that good in terms of like actually hitting enemies, that's not the point. The point is so that he can keep your party alive while you're in the early part of the game, trying to at least be able to do something with them that's a consistent way of dealing damage to enemies. It's a safety net for the early game. We'll happily accept it. Ugh, of course it's the one at the end, of course it is. And now there's just rooms in general, as well as a chest there and a chest there. Lovely stuff. I gotta say, I am getting my hands on like a bajillion of these fuckers. Like, seriously. Ooh, this was not good. There we go. Guild, more stuff. We do have teleport, so we can try and teleport. I think that's another reason why teleport's level 1. Because to maybe try and guarantee that you're less likely to do that. Because it is an insta-kill. The game gives you someone who could potentially insta-kill your standard enemy. Doesn't mean you're guaranteed to hit. Ooh. Kaji just teleports an enemy away. Who knows why they get teleported too? I'm assuming outside of the dungeon. I don't know what they're doing. It's not really nice sense. Ugh, MD. Chest over here. Lovely stuff. You don't need to teleport all the time. Just sometimes it can help lessen the load of enemies. it's still alive. There we go. This room. This one. Oh hey, this is the correct one. So that means if we... Oh, you see, I wanted the experience, you see. So yeah, okay, nothing more. Damn, there's not even like a chest in those rooms. Oh hey, it's Paul. Virion, it's you! Am I ever glad you're here? This is Joseph's daughter, Nellie. I think that dastardly Borgen's been holding her hostage to friend Joseph. Princess Hilda told you to bring her back some Mimble, right? Mithril, right? Well, that's normally where I step in. Found out this was where the Mithril was coming from easy enough. So I thought I'd get the jump on you guys and nab the Mithril before you could get it. Only I messed up and got caught. Me, of all people. Well, I know when I'm in over my head. So long, but don't worry, I'll take everyone here with me. Thanks for saving us. I owe you one. You're welcome. But at least that's sorted out. Now let's head down here, because there is more dungeon to get to the Mithril. Nice lovely stairwell there, and there's a door there. Well, I shouldn't do anything. And there's a chest. We've got about 7 of the 11 chests that are here. No. Okay, I was one. There is only one chest in here. I don't know why I was thinking there was another one. I don't think of like an early area in one of the other games. One successful teleportation of the more nastier enemy. Ooh. Oh, so many enemies. No, that bomb was going to successfully self-destruct him. At least we stopped that. Oh, one fled while the other died. Okay. That one's using a bow. And now it's dead. He stabbed it. Ow! Yay! A spare fire tone. So. Pardon me. So. You gained an additional tome of a spell you've already given to all your party. Damn it! What does that mean that fire would be useful for anything we come up again? Possibly. Are there any items? Well, let's turn the colours off for the moment then. We'll go in here, see what we get. Nothing. Okay, cool. There's just nothing that's in some of these directions. Like, obviously, I'm assuming if you don't have access to a map, you have to explore every inch to try and make sure you've guaranteed that you've gotten everything you possibly can, but... It's just up there, there are doors here, and those will check to see if these doors lead anywhere. No! Oh hey, this one does. We'll go back there in a second. Before there be chest hit. Oh, it's a monster chest with a land turtle in it. Oh, my attacks do nothing. Okay. Oh, trying to see which spell does the best. Okay, so it's probably weak to Blizzard then. but I'll take the stats ups on everyone else, so... Ah, a teleport tome of our own. We can give it to... Give it to Mo. Then we can use her to teleport out and... out of places. And whatnot. So, you know, wait. Anyways, now to where the mithril clearly is. Ha! Rebels! Never thought I'd have to deal with your kind down here. Well, if you're afraid of getting mithril, you'd be right. My mithril blade straight for your heart. No! And so we now fight a sergeant, and we've been ambushed by the sergeant. That's never fun. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this, just to make sure that I'm not going to get murdered. And Minru can just quickly kill Maria, because she's now with less health. There we go. Right, now, let's thunder. Let's use fire. Thunder spell! Fire spell! Another fire! Just raise our arms up in the air sometimes. What's the most poppy song I could ever reference? And not immediately feel like shooting myself, you know? As you can see, he has a lot. Oh, I have like no MP, okay. Anything pretty much. Maybe I could just go real then. Just guarantees. Like, that's a lot of health he heals. So, yes. It would appear that I'm needing to use spells. Unfortunately, no. We can use swap. Let's see, does swap work? Oh, never mind, we just killed him. Okay. Well, I was going to see if I could do a silly, but yeah, well. More stats, please. Thank you, game. It is lovely. And with that, we get Mithril and Field Retouch Basic as an achievement. I'm getting plenty of gamer score this month. Well, at the end of last month and at the start of this month. Hooray! Other than that, it's empty. There's like a waterfall, but there's nothing behind it. So... Right. Anyways, now to get out of this place. One freshly gotten teleport tome, and we've made it out of the dungeon. Although obviously Maria's now on like no health, but we'll just go and heal up the inn in Salamand, since that's going to be the nearest place we can get to from here. No matter how we get to it, because well, I think there might be another route we could have taken. It's not really the most ideal either. We'll turn the counters on once we're done with Salamand, being in Salamand. Just feel I can feel something in my nose, so that's fun. I'm gonna have to sort that out real quick. Fucking pricey mess of the inn today. Oh, there's something in there, but like, it's not. Pins over there. Okay. Strange feelings in my nose aside, considering what sort of season we're in. We can head back here now, and Nellie is now safely at home. Thanks for saving me. You're welcome, but we'll thank Paul for that. You better get that Mithril back to Altair. Princess Hilda is waiting for you. Yep. Okay, cool. That's all Joseph says to us, so, oh well. Off we go. Oh yeah, I never actually checked to see what we could get here. Mace, longsword, battle axe, longbow. Yeah, fair enough. Actually, to be fair, I don't think we really need to worry too much because we're about to get mithril weapons access. So, right. Anyways, you can make the journey shorter by heading over to Poft and find, and getting an airship back over to Altair. Fires and blizzards. Obviously, at the end of the day, this is just how combat's going. Unless we're finding something that's a much more good to hit physically. The competent Centauri health is lovely because it means that the more battles we do end up doing, the more likely we have a lot of health, which is good. We're already doing better in terms of our overall amount of health than last time. For me wanting to keep my money because I want to head over to Mysidia to definitely get I don't want to head over to Mysidia and just grab it. And maybe grab Holy? I feel like that might be a little bit unfair. I don't know if it would actually be an efficient way of going about it, but we actually do technically have access to it as long as we have the money. We do not have the money, never mind. Wait. I might head to Mysidia and just grab, like, the tomes I want. But still, like Basuna and Ashuna, ideally I want to find her. Because there is a boss fight later on that's very status heavy. So being able to cure the statuses would be useful to have. I don't know what level they need to be at. Or at least I don't remember what level they need to be at. So, anyways, we can do that once we've done with it being an Altair again. Oh look, airship just flying around. Anyways, back in Altair, Gordon's still just up here. There was a mithril sword in Kasun that had been handed down through the ages. My brother was very fond of that sword. It truly was a magnificent blade. Okay, so, you know, a little bit of a fun fact there. Gordon's just gonna stand there. The coward that he is. Anyway. Hilda, we have returned with the mithril. The Empire also suffered heavy losses in the Battle of Finn. They're building the Dreadnought in Bass to help compensate for those losses. Well, time to land the Dreadnought. Please lose no time in bringing back the mithril. Well, we have done that. The Empire is using the people of Bask to build the Dreadnought. Dreadnought, itself is a massive, heavily armed airship, which we've already gotten, but let's get a ship and get more stuff. A man named Sid, the former captain of Finn's Order of the White Knights, built an airship. It's a ship that sails the skies, but the airship captivated him, body and soul, and he soon left Finn. We are poor for his absence. Toddy now lives in Poft, granting travellers passage on his airship for a price. He then uses his money to make further renovations on the airship. Or so the story goes. Okay, well, now what could we do with the mithril? Because now getting told about the Dreadnought, so... Well, I mean, there is another guy in the weapon shop we can always talk to. This guy's Tubble. What could you want with me? I'm just an old man. We can ask various stuff. The geezer acted just a cover. My name's Tubble, and I'm the best down blacksmith in the Rebel Army. If I had some mithril, I bet I could make some mighty impressive weapons and armor. Indeed, you could. Here is the mithril. Ho ho! That's mithril! I've been waiting for the chance to work this metal for as long as I can remember. Alright, leave it to me. Leave the rest to me. Swords, armor, you name it. I'll start crafting. It's been too long since I let my hammer ring. One amount of crafting stuff with mithril later. You can buy the equipment I made over at the shop counter. This will keep my hands full, I'll tell you that. Ooh. They were, like 1 in the morning. Why the fuck do people on... Oh, whatever. Discord play at 1 in the morning. I can't believe it. The Wordle for today. I got all the letters but one, like, by the third word. Like, ugh. Anyway, from here we can get mithril weapons. Mithril mace, mithril knife, mithril spear, and mithril sword. Okay, no mithril sword. We'll go mithril knife, why not? So yeah, there we go. Some mithril weaponry. Right, anyways, I'm going to now need to consider our options. To get to Bosk, we need maybe to go fly a ship, because I don't remember where it is. But first things first, let's go to Mysidia and get Ishuna and Bashuna. Actually, you know what, might be. You might be able to do so in Bosk. You know what, I'll stay away from Mysidia for the time being, because I feel like that's just me cheating at that point. And I'm already still contemplating whether to cheat with Nemlord or not, so... Right, anyway, we need to head to Poft. Ideally, because that's where the airship is. Then we can get to Bosk that way and go, ah, so this is where it is, we'll now know for future reference. We talked to Sid, and we asked about the Dreadnought. That oversized garbage skull? Airships aren't about how big you build them. Airships are all about what they can do. So, anyway, Bosk only costs 100, so that's not too much, thankfully. And they'll be waiting outside, so now when we've ordered the airship to go to a location, it'll actually spawn here. And then... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's just over the map. Oh, it was just over here. Like, I could've just walked the rest of the... Okay, well, that's on me, but welcome to Bosk. There's a bunch of Imperials around. And Borgen. What's this? Back to work. Work, I say. If we finish even one day sooner, my glory will be exponentially greater. Alright, calm down, you get. Anyways. Magic store. Ah, yes, do get it here. I will take 2 of each of these. Silence and fear. I don't want enemies to fear. I want to beat them up. Anyway, Maria and Ethereum have 1 of each. So now, to level them up, we'll have to actively use up MP in battle and whatnot. There is a stairway here, but there's a guy in front of it. Other than that, it would appear to be the rest of the areas where it is. It's not green, I guess. Just make sure that's full. General Borgen took command of things in Bosk a short while ago. Things have gotten much easier than they were under the Dark Knight. It's hard to believe a bumbling idiot like Borgen could become a general in the Imperial Army. Oops, you didn't hear that. I wonder if... Aha! You're one of us! I had to be careful about what I did while Dharma was here looking over my shoulder, but the great General Borgen is anything but. He's just a domineering blowhard. So you're the ones they sent to destroy the Dreadnought. Don't worry, I'm on your side. There's an entrance to the sewers up ahead. It's a back way leading to the Dreadnought. Be careful. If they see us talking, they might start to get suspicious, so I'm out of here. Good luck. So yeah, someone that was on our side all along, lovely stuff, and now we are in another place, Bosk Cave. Another dungeon to be in. Oh, I just allowed for this to occur, didn't I? Damn, pressing next the whole time. So, anyways, to level these up, we just use them. So, I just get to work on that. Guy cleans up the goblin guard. It will miss a bunch, but that's how it will do. So if we let this go on for like a couple more times, give it like another couple of times. This is quite literally how we have to level them up. So now if I swap over to level 1 for a couple of times. This is probably why it's good that Square went back to the more standard way of leveling after this game. They did it once and went, no, let's not do it again. This is probably why. Because it's a little silly having to do this a whole bunch. When all it does is waste mana, it wastes time, it's not fun. Essentially just, no, go for it. Just waiting for it to go through like this. And you have to, and it is an issue. And I didn't even level up them. How close were we? Ooh, okay, we were closer than I thought with one of them than the other. Okay. Because at least with this Shuna, if we do end up getting status by something that doesn't wear off, we can do stuff about it. And the longsword after we right, well. There's 4 enemies, might as well just get 4 tons out of this, potentially. And I want to be stuck here for a long while, so... I've gotten one of them up to level 2. That is going to take us a while. If we get to the point where I think we're at a point where we're going to need him to be higher level than this, so be it. For now, let's just try a lot of early game enemies still that we've kind of just gotten more powerful than by quite a bit because we've gotten access to rifle weapons. Oh, no chest there. I should have looked on the map. That would have given me the answer I would have been looking for. Is there any other chests in there? Oh, yeah, there's one. Stairs, okay. Six of them. It's a good thing that they're missing the self-destructs, because otherwise that... Who knows how much damage they could do? But that's self-destruct 1. So who knows how many levels of self-destruct there could be. Self-destruct affinity! Oh no! Actually that'd be way too much, but self-destruct 20. Ooh. Oh, I found the last going out my mouth. Actually, you know what? The fire type could good for me. Can we give him a spell we could use that's more attacky based than just attempting for insta-kills? That's just how it would be. Ooh, pardon me. What time is it? 17 past 10. Oh, I'm slightly late enough. A long bow. No, we'll get through this now. Probably say next time. There are no chests in this bit. We've gone 2 of the 3 chests. So. This is dead end, basically, if I went that way. way through the cave. And get us towards the Dreadnought. We've been ambushed. One fled immediately. They're going to alert the Dreadnought now. Wait. This is why we should just be throwing fireballs at anything that moves. That way they would never be able to... And ambushed by zombies now. I wonder how many Irish songs there are out there that are basically all about how the British fucked them over. And I mean, like, justifiably so. That's the thing. Because at the end of the day, we did cause the terror famine. And because I've now mentioned an atrocity that the UK government of the past did, the UK government's now banned this video for or stream, or however you happen to see it. So it's so stupid. The Online Safety Act is making it so you can't go onto websites that are to do with mental health. And it's like, if a teenager's suffering, if a kid's suffering, then they can't access resources that would be good for them to access to try and, I don't know, not be dealing with an issue. It's so stupid. I'm still bragging on it, and I will keep bragging on it. Also, legit fuck WWE, because Triple H has said nice things about Trump. Like, you're too late. The Dreadnought is complete. Ah, darn. I've been working behind the scenes to see the project through to completion. End your resistance. Kneel before your Emperor. It is the only alternative left to you. Consider what I've said. When the time comes, we will meet again. So instead of Dark Knight just murdering us wherever we stand, it's not going to bother. But hello, Borgen. Looks like you came all this way for nothing. See for yourselves. And unfortunately for us, the Dreadnought proceeds to start rising upwards. Because we failed to do our job. Didn't get there in time. And it starts by blowing up some of the places we've been to before. So, you know. Great news there. Best for us to now make our way to the room there, and the Empire destroyed numerous towns with the Dreadnought. No! Damn you, Empire! Oh, hey! Away! Oh, memories. So yeah, now this is an unfortunate situation. Once we're out of this dungeon, in here is a chest that contains a pass. I wonder if this is a surprise tool that will help us later. Slowly we will make our way out of the place. as there is a tile here that allows us to teleport out. We're now on the outside of Basque. Turn counters off. So yeah, now to go and see the damage done. Now, the airship's still here, so we can still utilize it. But heading to a place like Poth, we can see the damage done. A lot less NPCs will be about, but the stores will still have all the NPCs necessary for buying things. So the Dreadnought does more structural damage than passing damage. And we can just take the airship to Altia. I guess because it's definitely a further travel. And that's why it costs the most to get to here of all places. But hey, we're able to get back in and see the destruction. Gorgon's now not standing there, so. Heading back in here, we can talk to Hilda, see what she thinks. Many were wounded in the Dreadnought's attack. The shock has even caused my father's condition to take a turn for the worse. Hayden, my father has to see this. He knows his death is near. Is there nothing you can do, Min? All those who live must someday die. It is our fate. Still, it is my duty as a white wizard to ease the pain of those who suffer. I shall remain here and devote myself to the care of the wounded. I take my leave of you. The fate of the world rests on you, Fairy. Waste no time in destroying the Dreadnought. And with that, Minru's now out of the pie. We can carry on talking to Hilda, but there's nothing else to really ask. We can ask about the Dreadnought, but it says the same stuff as before. Nothing happens in the past, so, you know, it's fun. Just nothing happens in this. But we can head over to, is it this room or this room? Yeah, it's this one. The King's illness goes far beyond the physical. There's little I can do. We can ask him about the airship, which obviously we know about one, and of course the Dreadnought. As airship, it's likely they both function the same principle. Nothing happens in the past, but we can talk with the King. So many perished in the Dreadnought's attack. How would it be best if we surrender to the Empire? No one knows more about airships than Sid. It was such a fine night once. Oh, how men change. So there's nothing else we can talk to with the King about. Which really just means it's like, okay, so now what? Do any of these guys say anything? No, okay. Well. There's not much else we can do here at the moment. So obviously, the one question we're going to have is going to be next time. We may end up looking up on a guide if I don't figure out what I'm meant to be doing. Because I mean, we could go to Salaman, see if anything there is worthwhile. Obviously, Paloom as well. We can check to see if there was much damage done there. Obviously, we can head to Basidia if we've got the McGill to mid-right more times. Okay. Okay, so yeah, next time we'll do more of this game. See you all next time.